Developing now in Richmond after weeks of protests and questions about incidents involving Richmond police, the city's police chief has resigned. The mayor asked for and got William Smith's resignation this morning. Our Jake Burns was there when the mayor announced the police chief's resignation. He kicks off our complete coverage tonight.
It was clear that something had changed as soon as city officials walked into city council chambers to make this announcement. There were dozens of people surrounding Richmond Mayor Levar Stoney, the police chief not one of them. Stoney saying that he asked Chief William Smith to resign this morning and that Smith did tender his resignation. Smith was on the job as the chief of Richmond Police for less than a year. He actually rose through the ranks as an officer with RPD to eventually lead the force. Now, Major Jody Blackwell has been named the interim police chief. Blackwell has been with RPD for more than 20 years himself. The mayor saying the city has confidence in Blackwell that he will, quote, help reimagine public safety in the city. Now, the backdrop for this move, 2 straight nights of clashes between protesters and police outside RPD headquarters on Gray Street, those spurred by a weekend incident where a police SUV pushed through a crowd of protesters at the Lee Monument. Some of those protesters appeared to be blocking the cruiser. Tear gas has been deployed both of the past 2 nights to disperse the crowd, and Stoney did confirm that some officers have been injured by some kind of liquid thrown at police by certain protesters. The administration and the force have faced criticism for allowing vandalism and acts of violence on one hand, and from some protesters saying police action the last 2 nights went too far. At least 2 city council members backing up that last claim. We asked the mayor to respond to both of those criticisms.
People say, we haven't done enough. I mean, I think we've done a whole heck of a lot. But we have to do more in terms of ensuring that when we do have peaceful protests and they turn into rowdy gatherings, that people go home safely. We aspire to only have peaceful protests here in the city.
Stoney calling for changes to how public safety works in the city. He's calling for a citizen review board for police encounters, first responders who will respond to mental health crises directly. And he's also calling for a reinvestment in certain city services he says have long been neglected. We'll have team coverage on this surprise move tonight at 11 o'clock. Working for you at City Hall, Jake Burns, CBS 6 News.